Hello and welcome guys to this stream. Hope everyone is doing well. And today we're just going to be doing some Daytona 24-hour practice. So I'm just going to go get my wheel and that set up, and then we'll get straight out on track. We're driving the Audi today, and yeah, we're just in one of the official practice servers, just kind of see what the pace is. So far the pace looks quite decent considering that we got the car on like Monday and we've just been kind of just getting started with iRacing, so fairly happy with the pace so far. So yeah, I'll just get set up and then we'll see how we get on. And let me just get my chat box up as well. And we should be good to go. I did play around with the rev limiter on my wheel because it wasn't matching the in-game car. But for some reason, on ACC, like you can set it up and the lights, and it's basically the same for every gear change. For some reason on iRacing, 4th, 5th and 6th gear, the rev limiter lights come on differently. So it doesn't quite match up after the first like couple gears. Like if I just sit in a neutral, the rev limiter light matches up quite well. And it's got all the different colours. It's got green, yellow, orange, red, and it works quite well. But for some reason, when I'm actually driving, it doesn't match up. So I don't actually know how to sort that, to be honest. I'm going to assume there's a setting somewhere in iRacing that deals with that, but I just don't know where it is. So if anyone in the chat knows how I can sort that, I'm all ears, because I did spend about 20 minutes trying to get it to match up and then I gave up. Good afternoon, Mr. Luciano. How are you? Did you practice for DTM tonight? Ready to take pole in the race one? Do they stream it, by the way? Do they stream the shootouts? Because I'll need to watch. And also guys, if anyone's wondering why I'm streaming in like the middle of the day, there's a lot of snow where I live right now. So I've basically got the entire week off work, which is fantastic. What do you mean you have a shot at top 6? You have a shot at the podium or a win. Don't go into the race with the mindset of top 6. Mindset of P1 is what you need. Yeah, there's a stream. Oh, nice. I'll watch it then. It'll just be on the official Race Room channel, won't it? Oh dear. Oh dear. 3 LMPs. Which one's gonna kill me first? That one. Oh, that was my bad. I thought I was clear on the right. You are very right. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm very right. Sometimes I'm very stupid. But sometimes I have moments of brilliance. But they're moments. Yeah, it will be on Race Room channel, maybe also the DTM channel. Oh, nice. See, why is my rev limiter only matching for the first 3 gear shifts, and then when I go to like 5th or 6th gear, it doesn't match up? I don't know how to fix. Really annoying. It like matches up perfectly for the first like 3 gears, then after that, I think 4th, 5th, and 6th don't match up. And I'm sure it must be like an iRacing setting that I can adjust. Messed that one up. Quite like this overlay I got. Martin recommended it to me, because you can see everyone's iRating and stuff. It's a bit better. I'm sure it said it had a spotter on it, but I'll maybe need to try getting crew chief or something. I think it was John that said crew chief is quite good for multi-class racing. This weekend will be interesting. I should hopefully be able to stream most of the event, except when I'm sleeping. I might be able to see if I can get someone like John or something to stream my through my channel during the night, whilst Tim and Conrad are driving. I'll maybe see if we can get that set up. That would be quite good, but I'm not 100% sure. Definitely the stints I'm driving will be streamed. Christian's streaming the Porsche lineup and the World of Racing venue that will be streaming the car that Luciano's driving in the Daytona 24 hour, because I think three drivers are driving at the World of Racing venue, and then you've got Luciano who will be driving from home. So I think they're just going to stream it in-house. So I set that up with them last night. So hopefully all 3 streams work. Two cars dying simultaneously. Let's try ABS 3, because I was trying it earlier today and it did feel a bit better. Don't know why the LMPs keep flashing their lights as we go into that chicane there. I'm not sure if it's just to warn me that they're going to send it or what. So the pace is quite slow at the moment. I think I was in the like 45.3 earlier today in similar server conditions, so that's kind of times we're aiming for right now, is low 45s. Oh! Why? Why are you... Why? Yes, of course I've got wheel damage. What was he doing there? Like, that's a really weird place to be stopped. What actually happened to him there? Oh, so there was two crashed Porsches. So this one, also, completely random thing, right? Trading Paints is working, and I can see everyone's liveries. But, I can't see my livery. Which I don't understand, because I set it as when I'm driving this car to use the World of Racing livery, and it doesn't show the World of Racing livery, but Trading Paints is working because I can see everyone else's liveries. Well, yeah, I can see everyone else's. So I don't really understand why mine isn't working. But yeah, this LMP seems to have killed the Porsche. The Porsche did turn in a bit late, I guess, but the LMP just kind of started turning into the Porsche. But there was a second Porsche that died. Oh wait, I've gone too far. Which was the Porsche that died in front of me? Oh, so there's like 4 cars here. So is this another LMP? So an LMP and Porsche crash, and then right behind them, this Porsche and LMP crash. Oh, I see. So this Porsche was trying to slow down for the spinning LMP, and then that LMP didn't slow down. And then this one just sat there. Ah, his wheel's broken. He probably couldn't move. Oh well. Yeah, I expected him to teleport before I got there, in all honesty. He teleported as soon as I hit him. I was kind of expecting him to just have teleported by the time I got to the corner, in all honesty. Yes, if you launch any stream, Cody will probably be in a wall or facing the wrong way. That's fairly standard. I need to practice a driver swap tonight at some point, if anyone else is on, because I've not actually done a driver swap in iRacing yet. Surprised you. I'm surprised you haven't broken your arms yet. So am I, to be honest. It's all done for you. Awesome. So you don't have to worry about anything. I have got 1 or 2 ACC driver swaps wrong before. They are extremely painful when you get them wrong. No! Came off the brakes too quick. The question was answered before you asked. Need to sort the trail braking a bit. I'm extremely glad that the official practice servers don't go against your safety rating. Yet, I don't know how I spun there. I think I just came off the brakes too quickly. That's why I'm grinding, because so I don't do that in the race. Oh no, the tyres are gone. I think from that spin. The point of me practicing is so that I know when it will spin in practice, so that I don't spin in the race. If I don't do practice, then I would end up finding out where it spins in the race, which is what I don't want to do. Wow. Our wheel went a bit mad there. I don't think the LMP realised I was still alongside there when he turned in. He seemed to just turn in like I wasn't there. I think I might return to garage, because I think that might have given me some damage. I may have braked too late. I want to see the replay, because that may have been my fault if I braked too late. But I think... Wait. What? Is it here? Yeah. I know. No, that was my fault. I think, yeah. That was my fault. Because, I thought I was still alongside, but he was ahead before the corner, so... Yeah, I think that's kind of a racing incident, because I was behind before we start. No, as I braked, I was behind, and then I got to here when we turned in, so I think that's actually my fault for that one. But I blame you for allowing it. Yeah, of course you blame me. Couple of LMPs coming up behind us. Yeah, as soon as I turned on my PC, I turned on trading paints in my overlay, and then I opened iRacing. But for some reason, my car doesn't have a livery, but I can see other people's liveries. What's this LMP doing? Just brake checking on the exit of the corner. Um, I don't know if it's because this is a team server. If I somehow need to assign this as a team livery, because I've got it assigned for whenever I drive this car for it to use a livery, but I don't know if it's a different thing for the team or not. Yeah, on the website, it's all loaded up, World of Racing livery, that I race with it, but when I join this server, it doesn't seem to show. But I've never used trading paints before, so it might be something stupid that I've done. But it seems to be working because I can see everyone else's liveries. Yeah, I'll try that, see if I can, once we've done this server, I'll maybe hop out and see, restart the UI and see if I can get it to work. It's probably something relatively simple. Like I say, it might just be that I somehow need to assign this as a team livery instead of a driver livery. Too hot into that corner there. Yeah, I'll have a look. We'll maybe do this run and then I'll close iRacing and try. See if we can get it to work. Yeah, because like liveries like that I think are custom. And there's quite a few liveries that are definitely custom in the server, so like I say, we'll do this stint and then we'll close iRacing and see. It's probably something that I've not ticked a box or something. Too much curb there on the inside. Oh, LMP died. My overlay seems to count my best lap, even though it was an invalid lap. But the delta seems to only count the valid lap, which is weird. I don't know why it seems to be capturing the invalid lap. On the standing screen, it seems to have counted the invalid lap. But in the bottom left, where I look at the delta thing, it's not counted the invalid lap. That's weird. Oh, 2 LMPs died behind us. That's a lot of tyre smoke. I braked at 100% there, shouldn't have done that. lost a little bit of time there on the exit. I need to watch that I don't have too much wheel spin on the exit there, because the TC kicks in a lot on that corner if you get any wheel slip. Nope, understeered it. Oh, man. Seems to be by far my worst corner. Is the chicane bus stop. What do you mean yield 0.1 seconds? I've already slowed down. Oh, why is it going up? Stupid thing. I'm doing something very wrong through the bus stop, so I need to sort out my line through there. Okay, see if we can get the line a bit better here. That was slow, but at least it was valid that time. It's still very, very slow. Maybe you need a little bit more slip angle. It's hard because I almost want to take it with some slip angle, but as soon as I try any slip angle, the TC kicks in. So it's trying to find that balance. How is that invalid? Putting one tyre over the white line. How is that invalid lap? So a lot of time in the delta out with that left-hander. I think on my best valid lap I messed up there. It's just this bus stop that seems to be very, very slow. Nope, invalid. Need to take a different line through there. I think I'm too far over to the right. Going through the bus stop, I need to open it up a bit more so I can actually carry some speed through it, I think. No. The only thing I would say that is a bit weird to get used to is the traction control. the ABS, you just have to remember not to brake above 80%. But the traction control takes a bit of getting used to, I would say. Because it does kick in quite a bit. Okay, let's try taking a bit of a wider line and a bit more speed through the corner. Ah, so understeery. And slow down for 1 second. Not sure if I'm braking too late or I'm not turning in hard enough for the second half. Maybe because you're spinning. You can't see the brakes. Is the stream not showing the brake graph? Just above the rev limiter on the car. We'll have a look at the replay once I've done a few more laps. Oh, the meter. Yeah, I'll have a look at the replay once I've done a few laps to see. That was too much brake pressure there, 100%. Just got to watch that I don't go too aggressive on the throttle out of that left-hander. Because I think that's where the TC's kicking in a lot. Nope. Let's just have a look at the replay. No point keep driving if I don't know what I'm doing well.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Right, so that's the. I really wish there was a bit of a like this camera, but not so close. Like the far chase is almost a helicopter cam, and this is like looking way too close. It would be good if there was something in between. But anyway, what can we do? So that's the traffic light there. Cockpit. So that's a traffic light there, which is our braking marker. So we're braking too early on that one. So we're braking just before the traffic light. We're braking 60%. No, that's more like 70%. So maybe a bit high on the brake pressure. Coming off the brakes. Coming off the brakes as we turn in. Coasting. Tap of the brakes before we turn in for the right-hander. Coasting. And then on throttle. So I'm not sure if we're just going full throttle too early, or if we need to be drifting further to the left before we start turning to the right. Like maybe we're turning to the right too early. We should be using more of the track here. Because where I'm turning in just now, I'm messing it up every time. Yeah, so need to be more left. So you're off the brakes. Let's. So you're coming off the brakes later. earlier. So you're coming off the brakes earlier, and then I need to come over to the left more before I start turning to the right. I'm doing a Watkins Glen line. I need to not do a Watkins Glen line, because with Watkins Glen you can cut. This would be a good line for Watkins Glen, but it doesn't work here. After the number 1. Alright, so you don't trail the brakes to the apex. You just coast all the way. So you're braking at the traffic light, 60%, off of them after the turn 1, and then not trailing to the apex. Yeah, but I would have thought that coming off the brakes before the apex would have given it more understeer. That's why I thought I would need to trail them until we're close to the apex. Right, we'll try that. That should hopefully give us a bit more speed. The temperature is increasing in the server, which is interesting, because I would have thought with it getting later at night in game it should be decreasing in temperature, but maybe it's something with the cloud cover, I don't know. Yeah, we'll try the different line. I just thought I should be trail braking to the apex. Might be slightly on the brakes as you turn it. Right, we'll try that. We'll see if we can get the line a bit better. I'm still understeering way too much. That's stupid slowdown. I think I'm carrying too much speed into the second half there because I'm just understeering too much. Oh, the slowdown thing is really annoying. Like, it's a practice. Why can it not just invalidate the lap instead of giving me a slowdown? There we go, that's it gone. BMW so slow. You may need to get off earlier and trust the initial turn. Right, I'll try that. Could also have just been the cold tires there. It's the second half of the bus stop that I'm struggling with the most. Yeah. Right, let's try it a bit different. See if we can get the line better. Oh, turn! Oh, it's second slowdown. Slowdowns are really annoying. Maybe need to go further over to the left before I'm turning in for the right. That was not a great sector one. T1, if you don't go wider on entry, the turn-in becomes more difficult. Right. Try a different line there. Just trying to get the lines a bit better. This LP is gonna... Come on! Getting off track. And losing time on the delta, which is not ideal. Not sure if that was my braking there or what I had with oversteer like mid corner, but I think that might have just been how I came off the brakes there. Sector 2 was quite slow with that hairpin. Oh, that was way too slow. Lost 2.5 tenths. Way too slow. See, that felt like the line was okay, but it was way too slow. There's a feel when I push through there, I'm getting too much understeer. TC kicked in too much in turn 1. And that was braking too late. Yes, I know, maybe I am the understeer. That's what I mean, like, I think it's something with my driving. I would just like to know why, like what I'm doing so wrong there. So it's definitely something I'm doing wrong. I would just like to know what it is. Nope, invalid again. Potential's is like, potential time is like a 0.2, but that's still slow. Nah, I wasn't wide enough on the entry there. Oh, my bad. Didn't expect him to be so early on the brakes there. That definitely looked like I took out his rear wing, and now his rear wing is back on. I'm not sure if that was a glitch, or if that's a server sign. No, that's just not working. Whatever I'm doing there.
You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Why is this not live? I must not be going to the left far enough. I must need to come further over to the left. Because as soon as I go on the power here, even though the wheels, I'm just... Yeah, just need to watch a hot lap. See, I thought it was doing similar to what the hot lap was. But, must be doing something wrong. The only problem that I don't like about the hot laps is the fact that it's quali fuel. It would be good to have a... I wonder if someone streamed like a race-based lap. Because the hot lap is fine for the...
When you write, your tone influences how readers respond. With grammar...
Don't do that, that'll get me copyrighted. The hot lap is fine, but it's not... What you can do in the hot lap doesn't usually work in the race. Because you've got... Well... Hot lap you might have 10 litres of fuel, and in the race you've got 100. Were the Heimels with 50 litres? Oh, I just assumed they were on low fuel. So he's... That's interesting. So he's actually lifting off the throttle before he brakes. So he's got this big gap between where he comes off the throttle and when he starts braking. He's got a gap. And he's he is braking fairly hard. So that's the one board there that he's just passed. He's still braking, still braking, still braking, still braking, still braking, and lifting off now. So he's braking all the way until he's on this curb. But he seems to be turning in quite early. Like he's almost aiming for here. This very edge of the curb. So he's turning in quite early. And he's not trying to take all this curb on the right. He's turning in later for the right-hander. But then he holds his wheel to the right. Look how much he cuts on the right. I don't see how he cuts so much on the right without invalidating. So he's trail braking all the way and then coming off the brakes here. Tiniest tap of the brakes here before he turns in the right. And then coasting, and then he's getting on the throttle here. So how am I doing it differently? What do you mean I'm watching wrong? So here he's brake, so I'm braking a little bit too hard. And I'm coming off the brakes way too early, because I'm off the brakes here and he's not off the brakes until he's on the curb. Look how quickly he goes from max pressure to min. What do you mean? He's going from, if I put it to normal, playback speed, normal. He's going max, and then he's decreasing it. Yeah, I know he's not holding it at 60% for long, but he's still on the brakes until the apex. So he's doing it quickly. He's not on it for long, but he is still trailing the brakes further into the corner than what I am, because I'm off the brakes too early. So here, and then too much of a tap of the brakes there. Turning there doesn't look too bad. I'm maybe turning in a bit too much. But then here, I'm starting to go full, trying to get on the throttle here. But I've got quite a bit of steering lock, whereas he is going full throttle earlier with a lot less steering lock than what I'm putting in. Yeah, he's going from the maximum brake pressure to his minimum brake pressure quite quickly. Like you say, he's not at 60% from long. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that he's still on the brakes until the apex. So he's at 60% for just a couple seconds at most. Maybe even just 1 second he's at 60% and then he's back down. But he's doing this later than I am because he's still on the brakes up till here. So actually where he starts braking is just after that traffic light sign. So I'm braking too early. But I'm also braking too much as well. I'm holding it at 60% a lot longer than he is. Whereas he's just holding it at 60% for a brief second and then trailing it to the apex. So we'll try that. See if we can get a better line there. It does seem to get on the power extremely early for the second half of the bus stop as well. So we'll see if we can do that, but that might be the difference in fuel. This has this Audi pit limiter is like the Aston pit limiter in ACC, where it's like 1 or 2 miles an hour under the actual speed limit. I'm sure it's the Aston Martin that's like that. It's got a slow pit limiter. You downshift quicker, you don't even need to hold that 5% and you get the same then. Okay, cool. Well, we'll try it. This lap won't be a great indication because it's cold tyres. The temperature's decreased now by a degree, which is interesting. Ah, pain. Put on some fresh tyres because that is going to overwreck the tyres. Is it a first gear thing? No, it's just set to 54 miles an hour. Unless that's an iRacing thing. I don't know, it's weird. You can only drive 1 mile an hour under it. Some cars I know are set slightly slow on the pit limiter, so I'm not sure. Alright, let's try that again. What was that? How did I spin that? No, the pit limiter's engaged. Hopefully these LMPs pass us before the chicane. Okay, that was a bit unnecessary. Still an off track there. Slightly quicker, but still not great. Definitely better, but still getting a bit of understeer. But we'll try it when the tyre's a bit up to temperature. I think it's 2 laps, then we can really see what it's like with the hot tyres. I think it's 2 laps it takes to get the tyres up to temp. Too late on the brakes and the wrong line. Three. Alright, 3 laps to get it up to temperature. We'll see if that's a bit better with the hot tyres, because that seemed to be quicker on the outlap. So So once we get the tires up to temperature, hopefully we can get a bit more consistent. Have you consider doing it better? Yes. That is why I'm practicing, to try and do it better. This way. Nope, that's invalid again. Pretty sure I did it better on the outlap than I did there. How is that an off track, honestly? I did not get. I don't know why he's slowing down there, that's completely pointless. Just ignore his ceiling. Yeah, turn 1 I've got to watch the off track on the inside. Because you just touch the white line, it's an immediate off track, so I've got to watch that. Let's try this again. Still not getting the line right. I seem to be getting on the throttle later and still understeering, so I must be getting the line wrong. Because he was turning in and going full throttle about halfway through the bus stop. So I need to get the line better. Oh, that wasn't wide enough on entry. Hit 100% brake pressure there, I think. Let's try this again. Hopefully, I think the tires will be up to temperature by now. It's the second part that I'm struggling with the most. Doing something wrong on the entry that's causing me to understeer on the second half. So I'm getting way more understeer than I should be on the second half, but it must be something I'm doing wrong on the entry. That's rubbish. A little bit too late on the throttle there. Right, I do not get the track limit there. I'm doing something wrong, because if I look here, right, this was invalid. Right. Where is the track limit? Because he seems to be taking the same amount of curb. That's invalid. Right? But that's valid. I don't get it. Unless it's this curb on the left I'm getting the off track for. Maybe I'm taking too much of this curb that's getting the off track. But I'm sure it popped up when I took this one on the right. I don't know. It's very frustrating. Right, let's try that again. I'm not really sure exactly on the track limits. Wasn't very good there. It's valid. It's the laps that are actually valid. The rest of the lap is slow. Is the problem. Whenever I get the chicane right, the rest of the lap is rubbish. Valid again. That stupid piece of grass. Of course, this will be a good lap. It's invalid. Please don't.
Clear on the left.
Yep. There it goes, slop. Pain. Let's try this again. Nope. Understeered again. First sector was not great. Let's try this again.
Pick up the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Honestly. So I'm off the brakes too early. Yeah, so I'm coming off the brakes too early. Maybe need to coast more through the corner. So yeah, I'm not doing something right. Right, let's try this again. Hopefully, can actually get it valid. So I need to try braking later and trail braking there. And then also coast a little bit more before I go on throttle for the right-hander part. Beautiful spin by the LMP behind. Still an off track there on the right hand side. That was considerably slower as well, which is not ideal. Too much sliding there. Still not early enough on the throttle there. Should be getting on the throttle earlier. That was valid, but slow. Ah. TC kicked in there. Tried to get on the throttle too early. TC kicked in, 10th and a half gone immediately. See how late I have to go on the throttle to not understeer? On the hot lap, he's going on the throttle and turning in for the second half of the bus stop very, very early, whereas I'm having to wait way too long to go on power. That felt better through there, but still I'm delaying the power way too much. Should be able to get on the power a lot earlier. Oh, too late on the brakes. Slightly better exit out of there. Not ideal, but slightly better. Slow. Is this the final lap of the session? Oh, it's pain. This is a slow lap anyway.
Practice is over. Head on in.
Well, that was slightly better, but still far from perfect. Yeah, see there? I'm turning in here, but look how late I go full throttle. I'm not going full throttle till here. Or maybe that is... maybe that's not too late. Maybe that's just a difference in fuel load, actually. So that seemed better, but not perfect. So let's have a look. So, lift off the throttle. Brake at 60%. Come back down. I'm at 60% brake pressure for too long. Coming off the brakes too early. Everything on the left. Going full throttle. So that seemed okay, but not perfect. Let's have a look and see if we can find another session. That's a good point, actually. Let me check something. Let's see if I can get the the paints to work. So when I go to trading paints, right? And I go to Audi R8, LMS, Evo to GT3. World of Racing, right? Do I have to do, maybe it's something like this. Ah, okay. So maybe... So this paint, right, I think I need to assign it as my team paint for it to show on the server. I think that's what I've done wrong. I've assigned it as a driver paint and not a team paint, so let me have a look. If I add to a collection, how do favorite? I add that as a favorite. Options, choose team paint, favorites. This racist paint. Saving. Now, if I launch Daytona 24, register. Let's see if this puts on my livery. I think this should work. Or I hope this works anyway. Hopefully this works. Because everyone else's liveries were working. So I think it was just I hadn't assigned it as a team livery. So hopefully this will work. If it does, then that'll be the stream for today, because I just wanted to get this done. This sorted first. I have to apologise for all the background noise. See if the livery comes on now. Right, let's see. Let's just drive out the pit lane and see if it turns on or not. Now that it's assigned, it might just be that I need to restart iRacing, so it might work later today when I do it. Let's see, did that actually show delivery this time? No. Okay, maybe it's just I need to like restart everything now that I've selected it as my team livery. Maybe that's all it is. Oh well, hopefully it actually works next time then. But yeah, that is it for today. I've got some stuff to get set up for the stream tomorrow, for Daytona 24 hours. So I will go and make sure everything is set up for the streams and things like that. But yeah, that should be everything ready to go for tomorrow. Start of the stream tomorrow will be about 4 p.m. We'll do a stream until my final stint, which I believe is midnight. And then we'll start the stream from my first stint on the Sunday. So I'll just have to see when that is. But yeah, I will announce it on my Discord when I know for sure what stints we're doing. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again next time.